guys, so starting off the vlog today at, I don't even know what time it is, 4:18. My fiance and I are celebrating our 5-year anniversary today, so we were planning on doing a day in DC, and it was my nephew's 4-year-old or 4th birthday party, and it took a little bit longer than we thought it would, so we just decided to go hang out at this little farm area that my fiance's family owns, and one of the cows that they have here just had a calf a few days ago, so we're just gonna check out the animals and hang out. We brought some food and drinks, and hopefully it will be a very relaxing evening. So I thought I would just take you guys along with me. I am currently waiting on my fiance to come pick me up from the car. The road that leads into the farm is just like grass and dirt, and it's been raining and storming the past couple of days, so I don't want to take my car down in there just in case I can't get it out. So I am waiting by the road at the very end of the driveway, waiting for him to come on the 4-wheeler to get me. I just have to mention how nice it feels outside today, because the high for today was 52, and it feels like it's like high 50s, mid 60s. Like, it feels really nice in the sun. In the shade it's a little bit colder, but it's not very windy outside, so it actually feels pretty good. So it's a nice day to be able to spend it outside. And the best part is that tomorrow is President's Day and I don't have work, so that makes today even more exciting, and just knowing that we can relax all night and not have to worry about going home and getting my clothes ready and everything is nice. So hopefully he comes soon, because I have been waiting a while. I know he had to walk all the way. Oh, here he comes. Just at us. Oh my gosh, this thing's heavy. This is not working out. I don't think it's safe to ride this. Great. I haven't even made it down yet. So that was not how we planned our anniversary. So yeah, the 4-wheeler caught on fire. Good times. So basically, after I stopped recording, we drove the 4-wheeler a little bit and noticed that it was smoking a lot. So we got off and took the seat off, and there was a fire in the engine area. So we tried to put our water that we had with us on it to extinguish it, and that didn't do anything, and it just got bigger. So I had to run back to the car while my fiance took the 4-wheeler down towards the pond and went to the barn to get what we hoped was a fire extinguisher, but there was none. So he got a jug of water, and I got water bottles from the car and met him down, and it was just flaming. So we tried to put as much water on as we could, and it wasn't doing anything. So I tried to put mud on it, and it's not doing anything. So he told me to run to the neighbors. So I ran to the neighbors and started yelling for help. and they either didn't hear me or they just ignored me. And I had to run all the way down the street to the next house. Mind you, this is like in the country, so the houses aren't right next door to each other. And a young girl answered the door, and I probably scared the crap out of her, and I was like, "Do you have a fire extinguisher?" And she ran and got her dad, and they said no, they didn't have a fire extinguisher, which is ridiculous. But he wanted to follow me down anyways because I didn't have my phone on me, so he at least had his phone. And we walked down, and by the time we got back down there, the fire had burned out. So yeah, there wasn't really much anything to do after that, but we got a nice lecture from the guy about not messing with fire, because, you know, there was a way for us to control that. But yeah, so we had to leave the four-wheeler there, half melted, and we used all of our ice and our water, and so the only thing left we have to drink is tequila and Coke. So that's what we're gonna do. Just sit out here and finish our tequila and Coke and our ceviche. At least we have that. And yeah. So peaceful. Oh my lord. Hi guys.
You want it? You don't want it either? You're not hungry? Oh, there you
They're kind of scary. They're so big.
What's the donkey's name on Shrek?
Donkey?
It is just donkey?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they are expecting us to give them food.
Oh yeah, probably.
I think the food's in there.
Oh. These donkeys, all they want is love. They just want... Don't bite. Ooh. Trying. They're trying to bite. You want some kua? Dude, these chickens sound so weird. You can barely tell. I mean, it looks gross because there's a lot of mud on it because I threw mud on it.
Yeah.
But you can clearly tell where it melted on here. Ugh. So sad. And hopefully the truck doesn't get stuck while we leave. Okay guys, so I feel like I can finally say this without jinxing anything else. We are almost home. We're at the car wash right now. My fiance is washing down his dad's truck, which is what we use to go get the four-wheeler from the ranch. I know I was calling it a farm yesterday, but it's really more like a ranch, even though they have a few animals. But yeah, we got stuck trying to get the trailer or the four-wheeler out. He's laughing at me for filming. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is like the craziest thing that's ever happened to us. Besides the fact that the four-wheeler caught on fire while we were riding on it, I mean, it was rainy last night and it was like just wet today. I don't know why we thought it would be a good idea to try and go get it out today, but I legit thought we were going to be stuck there, not even be able to leave, because the truck, the wheels were just like orange. Just, you couldn't even see like the tread in the tires. It was just gone. Like the wheels were just spinning. I was like, oh my god. First we had to call and tell his dad that one of the four-wheelers caught on fire. I mean, obviously his family was just happy that we were okay, but going and getting it out and having to call and say that the truck was stuck and that we couldn't even leave would have been so embarrassing. So I'm really, really glad that that didn't happen. I think I deserve this ice cream, because that was crazy. I mean, we literally had to unhitch the trailer, pick the trailer up with the four-wheeler in it, and move it back so that we could get the truck unstuck first, and then hitch the trailer back to it, and then try to get the truck out. Like, just ridiculous. But we're okay now. Everything's good. We're washing the truck off to make it look like it really wasn't as much of a struggle as it was. And hopefully we'll never have to deal with this or think about it again, because it was honestly pretty scary. It could have gone really bad. Like, we're really lucky it didn't get worse than it did, because it could have gone bad fast. There were a few other things that happened that I feel like I didn't mention. Just the fact that when I ran to go yell for the neighbors, the neighbors which were right next to the ranch, which would have been the best option, they would have been the quickest to the scene, whatever, they were definitely home, and they just pretended like they didn't even hear me. Like, I was screaming help and excuse me and like just everything, and they didn't respond. So I had to go all the way down the street to the next house, and that house didn't have a fire extinguisher. When I was running to the neighbor's house, I'm like running up the hill, I'm out of breath. I have a cough now because just like how out of shape I was running, it brought up like stuff into my lungs, I guess. And like, I'm still coughing now. But I'm running up the hill and I see this animal, a wild animal, just like running around. And so I like look over real quick just to make sure it wasn't like running at me, and it was a freaking skunk. Like a huge skunk just running like right, probably like 7 or 8 feet away from me, and I was like, the last thing I need right now is for this skunk to freaking spray me while I'm running to get help because our four-wheeler's on fire. Like, the whole thing was just ridiculous. But honestly, I'm just glad it's done with, and yeah, we probably won't be going back to the ranch for a little while. At least not when it's been rainy and muddy, because this is just like, yeah, that wasn't really how the vlog was supposed to go. It was really supposed to be just like a romantic, you know, anniversary, and we were gonna hang out, and I was gonna get some clips of us riding on the four-wheeler and like the sun. So yeah, even like today, we were thinking we were just gonna go get the four-wheeler out. Well, we were gonna use another four-wheeler to get the four-wheeler out. So we weren't like worried about the truck getting stuck at all, because the truck wasn't gonna go into the like marshy, muddy area. But of course we couldn't find the keys to any of the other four-wheelers. So that's why we ended up having to take the truck down into the marshy area to get the four-wheeler. And then so the wheels were already wet, had mud on them by the time we got back up, and we had to go down into like a valley and then up again. And when we were down in the valley, I guess we didn't go fast enough down the hill. We were planning on going to get the four-wheeler, and then we're gonna go like get something to eat, you know, like not something fancy, but we were just gonna go out to eat like after we got the four-wheeler, because we thought it would only take us like half an hour to get the four-wheeler. Ended up taking like 2 hours, and we're like covered in mud. I even changed clothes. I was wearing like soccer pants and like a shirt I didn't care about, and I decided to put on like a sweatshirt, like a nicer sweatshirt, and some leggings and stuff, and I'm just like covered in mud right now. So yeah. Okay, so anyways, I guess I'll just end the vlog here. We're just gonna go home and wait until we have volleyball games tonight, and then back to work tomorrow. So didn't exactly get to enjoy our 3-day weekend like we planned, but I'm just glad that, you know, nothing worse happened than what did. And I think it's good to know that me and Oscar can work together in scary, high stress times, and that we make a pretty good team. So I mean, that's always good to know. So I will see you guys in my next video, and thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.